I don't, is this working? And I hear, oh, Lord, I might have to fix it and start over again. Can y'all hear me good? And let me know if it's an echo. Hey, Miss Ray. Hey, my spicy baby. Can y'all hear me and let me know if it's an echo or not? Because I feel like it is. And if so, I might have to change a few things around, try something different. Let me know if it's an echo. And, ooh, and I'm gonna do better. Somebody let me know if you hear an echo because I feel like I do. I really do. I'm gonna play with my settings for a minute, y'all. Good morning, Miss Evans. How you doing? Are you hearing an echo, Miss Evans? Or is somebody hearing an echo, or it might just be me? Let me know. I might have to change a few things around. I think it's an echo. The way I'm drinking this coffee like it's water. Hey, my Becca Wecca. How you doing, my love? My spicy, do you hear an echo? Good morning, Miss Golden. How you doing? Y'all hear an echo? Good morning, Kayla. Hey, Dreamy. Y'all hear an echo? Okay, my spicy says no. I think I might be good, y'all. I need to figure out how I can see all the comments, but that's a whole nother story. We're gonna have a few crawling in the runs while I'm working on some things. Hey, Miss Joel. How you doing, girl? All right, no echo. Yes, let's get into it. I'm still doing a few things on the back end and fixing some things. So hold up, y'all. Good morning, Tony. Y'all ate this morning? I got to do better at eating breakfast food in the morning. Cause I wake up and before you know it, I've been made some cakes and some mashed potatoes and asparagus. I need to work on breakfast food. I'm gonna try to do better, y'all, in so many different areas. I got to work on me. Good morning. Speak up and speak out. Peace, Shakima. How you doing, sis? Feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I hope this new year is treating you all right. We getting off to a heck of a start, ain't we all? I don't know about y'all, but the way 2023 flew by, that year was year. I feel like these days and these years are kind of just, I've never seen anything quite like this, the way that they're flying by. Like I blinked and it was 2024. And I'm talking about Merry Christmas. Child, how we get here? Oh, spicy. I had it. Please take care of yourself. Hydrate, and just lay down. And then not only did I have it, but it kind of just knocked me out, to be honest with you. Totally transparent. I feel like I'm just somewhat getting back to normal. That's how bad it knocked me out. I was in the bed, baby, rubbing these puppies together. Good morning, Walter. Good morning, Miss Myers. Toya, Toya, you know what? It's too early for this, but whatever. So I had a gummy last night messing with my mom, and we was watching your live. You remix, drop it low, and I can't get it out my head. I literally blame you for that. Like when I was, every time I wash my hands, let me dry my hands, y'all. Dry them off. Dry 'em off. Child, you have me dying. I need a shower. Every time I dry my hands, I think of that damn remix. Let me dry my hands, y'all. Toya on the remix. Huh? I love that. Now I got it in my head again. I just got rid of this shit. Dry them off. Dry them off. It's too early. Well, I swear, I said, "Bitch, she just really drop it low." She sure did. I ain't mad at you. Pop your shit for you. What's up, Miss Robin? Right. I said, "Boy, it's too early." I be trying to hold my silly till at least like one. I be trying to be a lady, you know, but sometimes shit just come out. So I gotta go over to my sister's. We gonna put something on the grill because my uncle won on the scratch off. Well, I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life. He wins like every other week. Meanwhile, I be like balling and be like, "Yo, let me get $5 scratch off." Child, they take all my little five. Hey, well, this dude scratch off 2 G's and up. Where they do that at? Like, oh, give me $20. Give me a 12 pack of Modelo. Hey, Latoya, how you doing, man? How you doing this morning? I need some breakfast, but I ain't gonna sit here lie to you. I'm sitting here eating a chili dog. I woke up and I said, "Oh, I want a chili dog" because I made some chili a couple days ago, and I had some steak fries, and that's what I had for breakfast. I need to do better, y'all. I'm working on it. I'll make grits for dinner. That part for you. We got a million reasons to cry. I'd rather find one to smile. Ain't nobody doing that. Good morning, Miss Webb. How you doing? Hey, Miss Lady, how you doing, love? How's your morning treating you? Hey, Miss Beverly, how you feeling, lovey? Yes, this is a chat for me. Y'all better love on one another. It's the love. Copy about you. It's all early. Why is it so? You see that? Why is it so loud? Not me feeling like I got a schnauzer. Don't do me, y'all. Sorry, multitasking. My volume as well. Okay, no. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that. Because it sounds so loud to me. It's even an echo for me. Ah,
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing on this good old, what's today is? Tuesday morning?
wait, is it?
I think so.
Oh,
Wednesday. Oh, shit. On this Wednesday morning.
damn,
What's
what is it?
up? Huh?
Girl,
You
I
ain't
was
know today? Well, I
girl,
didn't know either.
yeah.
I can't say that I didn't know it was Wednesday either.
Hey, Miss
Hey,
Lady, how you
y'all.
doing, love? How you
What's,
been? How you been? How you feeling?
what's up, Dreamy Girl? What's up, Miss Sexy Ray? Love you guys. Good morning.
Yes, it's the sticky thick, madam, for me. You better put that as your name. Get into it. Let me see
The
them
what?
thighs. Just saying. You can't be saying you sick and we can't see. Hey, beautiful. Good morning, Erica. How you doing, my love? Speak up,
What the
sister.
hell?
Hey, Louisiana, sister pop.
Chat with everyone in the studio. What the hell? What
What?
you say?
What you say?
Hey y'all. I was trying to see why it's not letting me comment. Speak up and speak out. What's up, baby?
See,
What's
now
up,
you
Miss
be feeling
Lady?
my struggle.
I know, that's weird. We're gonna have to figure that out. What's up?
Exactly. That's why I be saying when I pop on yours, I'm like, yo, I can't comment in the chat. It's
Hmm.
so weird. Good morning, Miss Aisha.
What's up, Tony? What's up, Beverly? Miss Lady? Therese? Latoya? Tonya? Spicy Brown? Love you guys. What's happening? Y'all off today? Y'all ain't got work or y'all at work on the live? Is we chatting at work? Mel MCC, Aisha. What's up? You see, I'm glad you went live because I was gonna go live. I like the morning lives too. When I can get up early to do them. But you see, now I'm up early because I got Ham back in school, so
Yeah, because
I'll
I
be
be
up
falling
early.
asleep come late. Y'all know me.
You sure do.
Now, see, I need you to agree.
Gotta
But
keep
the
it a
crazy
buck.
thing is, I'll doze off and then wake up at like 2 in the morning. Like, what y'all doing?
Y'all, what? You good for
That
that?
part.
Jumping on live at weird times.
I really, yeah. I'm gonna do better.
What's up, Bronx girl? Booger
Bronx
boy.
Boogie. What's up, mama?
Basement big stepper. That struck a nerve, child. When somebody said something about him in the basement, man, listen, that hurt her nerve. But you know what? She couldn't play poker because she gonna lose every time. Like she let people know what bothers her.
Every single time.
She got no poker face. Soon as somebody say big step in the way in the basement or whatever, he's in the basement doing his orders, getting his coins, packaging his body butter. Girl, that's not cute.
At
So,
all.
and
And
oh,
when
and
you
rehearsing
show it,
his
then
new
it still
lines.
bother you.
You heard? She said rehearsing his new lines.
What, he got a new movie coming out?
I highly doubt it. Of course, she gonna say that to make it sound good.
Good morning, Miss Tawana. Anytime you try to do a skit about something, it's bothering you. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
She been
It's
on
bothering.
a hiatus, baby. A rant. Uh, what they call it? Manic episodes back to back. He must have pissed her off because she said he was in the basement, but we didn't see him.
Huh?
Oh, child. Doree said, Lupac, that itch made me sick last night talking about how she going to win in court. Like, girl, she don't know what she gonna do. That's why I think she been acting the way she acting because she don't know what's gonna happen. But that's just the type of person that she is. She thinks that she's untouchable, that she can do anything and she can win anything. We shall see on the 29th, baby.
And that's a horrible mentality to have. Good morning, Miss
Yep.
Victoria. Horrible. Because no one is exempt. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying?
Hence her going to jail for that picture.
No one is exempt.
If you
Uh,
was exempt, baby, they wouldn't have locked you up for that.
that part.
So she better get what they call it, an awakening. She need a reality check. That's how you know she don't have nobody positive or no good motherly influence around her, because somebody would have been told her, hey, wake up, this is reality, baby. You are able to be touched.
That part. Someone really strong that knows a thing or two would say, like, hey, baby
Hmm.
girl, you going about this all wrong, sugar.
Because you know what made it worse, when she went to jail and she got people that's with her that's still making it seem like it wasn't her fault. So you mean to tell me the judge was lying on her too, or the judge the judge that said, hey, go get fingerprinted? You mean to tell me he didn't know what he was talking about? Everybody just effing her over, child.
And
They
that,
was
you
in
know
there.
what? And what's so crazy is no one learned their lesson from that because that
Mm,
should have been a prime example with that situation. How you laughed at it, said ain't no, nothing gonna happen. Your
mhm.
supporter said that, and then look what happened. You know what I'm
Yep, they
saying?
sure did. And the next thing they was posting, long years in jail, y'all, but she's about to soon get out.
Not to soon get out. Hey, Miss Hawkins.
How you blame
That's
somebody
why I'm
for
like,
you
they
going to
really
jail?
didn't look. That literally should have, to me, if I was her supporter, I would have been like, okay, girl, look here. We already done got to a situation, and we know that things can get real. Let's think about this.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
They don't give a fuck. They don't care. Cause I'd have been like, Chatty, listen now. You just went to jail. Tighten up.
I can hear you say that too.
Tighten
All
up.
nonchalant, like, hey, girl,
No,
tighten up.
that's not cute. I could only imagine the after though. That's the thing. When you so hell bent on, like nosy bystander said, you dealing with online social media personality and covert narcissist personality or grandiose narcissist. So think about it. Like it's so hard for her to balance the two to where we could see her manic episodes. Her supporters ignore it, but she I could only imagine how it was after she got offline. She probably was breaking the hell down because come on now, who the hell want to go to jail and be embarrassed like that? That was embarrassing, regardless of her getting on live, laughing, trying to downplay it. That shit was embarrassing. You went to jail for releasing your husband's new picture. Like, who does that? Mm-mm. Hey, Rozzy, Ozzy, Rosanette, whoever else just getting in the chat. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? What the hell? Chatty, what happened to you? Chandrika said, do y'all think her and Connor on a contract? Cause why they not acting like they together? I always thought that. I thought that because there's no way, Dawn released all those messages. There's no way that they just this flourishing, lovable, all in love, best friend couple after what we read in those messages. That man don't trust her. Cause think about it, y'all. When those messages got exposed to us, they also got exposed to him and his family and the people that's close to him. We ain't the only one seeing the messages. Trust me. Cause it's a lot of bush watchers you know, that watch everything that go down, but they don't comment, don't say nothing. They don't comment, don't say nothing. So they definitely watching. And I know his family watching, what go on with her moves and stuff like that. So if we seen those messages, read those messages, and what came in those messages, trust me, his family also did. And they keeping it in the back of their head. You can best believe that.
I
And
know
I
I
can.
certainly would. Hey, Miss Cheryl, especially if you sister or auntie or whatever. The last thing you want to do is see a male family member in a situation or relationship that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I would certainly be in my brothers or nephews here, like, look here, this I
Yep.
don't like this for you.
Exactly. And not just that, I'm pretty sure based off of how they say his mama is, like he's a mama's boy. So, she be with him at all his events and everything, whatever. So I could only imagine she probably been on high alert and checking, peeping the red flags because of her public divorce, messy, toxic divorce situation that's going on. So you can't tell me his mama ain't in his ear. And he's
And
a
if not,
mama's
hey
boy.
Miss Cheryl, hey Dee Dee, my love, hey
Hey
Miss Rose,
Didi.
hey
Hey
my
Miss Julie.
Dee, and hey Mikey, he likes it. And as a mother, like a mother, a wholehearted mother, how would you feel if your son came to you and said, "Here's my girlfriend, but she's married"?
Hmm.
You can't tell me that you wouldn't be
With
like,
all them
"Boy,
cheering.
what are you doing?"
With all them cheering and he ain't got not one. Come on now.
Yeah, I wouldn't, and I'm sorry, no disrespect to women with kids or all that. So let's not try to spin that.
Yep.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm
Nope.
saying if my male family member came to me with a girlfriend and she's married, I would tell him to pump his damn brakes. This is what we're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna do.
Yep.
Not gonna do that. I want that woman to get out of that situation, and then, but yeah, I wouldn't, if my son, brother, nephew, I wouldn't, that relationship wouldn't have my support.
Nope. But you know what? It probably don't. And that's what leads me to believe that he always had a motive when it comes to her, because think about it. We talking about a guy that don't have no kids, was just in, like, in the beginning stages of his career, to where he even was featured in one of the top show series on TV at the time. That was his break. That was his start, his breakout role right there. So, but when he got with her, everything just went downhill. We didn't see nothing from him since. So think about the conversations behind the scenes with his family, and his mom putting in all of that work, helping him train and prepare for roles. From my understanding, she's very hands on when it comes to him. Hence, Laonya calling him a mama's boy, and she not fully raising him. In those text stuff we seen in those text messages. So I know she's in his ear, but if he has a motive, he's sticking to that motive until his mission is complete.
Yeah. Hey, Nikki. Hey,
That
Miss
man
Reverend.
ain't
And
marrying that girl.
as a young Hollywood actor, one, we know it's very hard for us to get into the field. So when you have a break, you kind of need to use that to your advantage. And it seems like
Hmm.
with this situation, he stunted anything that he could possibly do. Now, granted, yeah, of course, you can still get on red carpets and do your little podcast interviews. But when it comes to major breakout roles, are you really going to get them based on the conduct that they've seen on social media? Are they going to
Mm.
want to deal with you?
Yep.
Because they discard the young Hollywood actors quickly. You mess up once and they're done.
Yep.
We've seen it time and time again with all these young Hollywood actors kind of just being Orlando Brown, Brashear Gray. I'm working on a story, y'all, because there's something going on in Hollywood.
I can't wait to see.
Even August Alsina, let's keep it real. He
Oh
came out
Lord.
young, sexy, everybody wanted him, and then he links up with Will and Jada, and the man now he off eating grass.
Huh.
So I said that to say, when you get a chance as a young Hollywood actor, and if you mess that up by taunting a man with another man's child and you online doing all this, they see all of that. You ruined your chances,
Yeah.
and you're limiting yourself to Tubi movies and podcasts. What
Hmm.
up, Sid?
Yep. Hey Kayla. Who else I seen just spoke? I didn't want to speak over chatty while y'all was talking to me. Hey everybody, just getting in the chat. Kayla. Hey Nikki. Yep, that's true. Like, he really, think about it. It gotta be some karma attached, and when you um involve yourself with somebody who has bad luck, or um a high chance of karma coming their way, their karma, their energy becomes yours. Hence why his breakout, you know, that should have been the role right there where his acting career shot out, to where he started having a lot of people knocking on his door. Not
Oh, hands
physically,
down.
but yep, that was his role right there. So to go from that to stagnant, and you in her basement working, everything she clowned her husband for, you imitating and you doing, I just listen. People don't realize, like, you got to be careful who you surround yourself with, because their bad negative energy becomes yours. You start experiencing their karma and everything. I guarantee you, if Himzel would separate from himself from Laonia right now, he may have a chance to salvage his name. May,
Well,
because
don't
once
worry, be happy. I know I wouldn't
one
support it because, like I said, and I've
no,
said
of
it in
course
videos
not.
months ago. Yeah,
Once
that
we
that
see what
whole that
happened,
video with the child, that is where I said, you know what, you'll never have any type of support from me because that was
oh
childish.
yeah.
And it's just something you don't do. regardless
Mhm.
if you have beef with somebody, I feel like even if I'm at odds with somebody, I can't stand them, they can't stand me, we done had words, blah, 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 blah. I still feel like there's certain things that you shouldn't do or say. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's why I had to send you $5 because your mama was hungry. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
I just feel like
Certain
it's certain things
boundaries.
you still shouldn't say, regardless of how much someone hurt you. And that's just me, though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Like,
So,
where's your moral
regardless of what he
capacity?
tried to say, or like, oh, he was taunting, and like the excuse they gave for that video, I feel like there was kind of no excuse for that because that's a child. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's a baby, and a beautiful one, and a smart one who might even be gifted. I
Yeah,
hope they tap into that. That's a smart baby girl. Just
she
saying.
is. And let's not forget he openly admitted to using the baby to disrespect her father. Like it's like people skip over that. He posted that in his story. He's literally said, "I did everything from I forgot exactly the first part, but to using your daughter to call you out, to disrespect you." He said all of that in his story, and it's like people pass that over and still try to attach him to a real father game when he said what his intentions was with putting that baby girl on video to antagonize and disrespect her father. So, like it's a lot of stuff that he done did. But when I said he has a chance of salvaging or possibly, fixing his reputation or acting career, is because he's not all the way out there yet. Like with his storyline before it gets any further. But greed sometimes will make you stick around because he see the potential. He see the money that can be made on social media and all of that, and that's gonna be his downfall right there. Because what Trigger Preacher said, what God gives to you is not for nobody else. Laonia is struggling to hold on to her platform because it wasn't for her. It was never for her. It was Latruth's blessing that he shared with her. And now she's trying to tear him away and not give him his credit for a blessing that God gave him. It won't last.
Good
And now
morning,
she's trying to give
Sue.
it to himself. It will
Good
not
morning.
last.
And you know what? I read comments sometimes, and it's just like I don't even hey Egyptian beautiful
Hey
baby.
Egypt, hey Yakima.
I don't even engage, but she had made a comment, and I don't want to misquote it, but it was something along the lines of, if you made somebody, how could you, how did you
I'm
make
glad you
anybody
bringing
else?
that up.
Okay, so here's my thing with that, okay, so let's just say if she doesn't want to take credit,
No,
okay,
sis, don't misquote because this is a good dialogue. She said something about if you made me
amen.
successful, because she don't know the definition of successful. So let's put that out there exactly how she said it. She said, if you made me successful, then why aren't you successful or anybody attached to you? Now that's something to marvel at.
Okay, so to
Mhm.
that, when I saw that, I said, wow, how I can't even think of the word, and maybe I will later. But let's just say if she doesn't want to give credit to him growing her platform, fine. Okay. You cannot escape the fact that his daughter, who I won't, as hard as it is, the oldest daughter, um, she has a platform. Okay. Her mother has a platform. And
Huh.
again, still trying to hold a few things that I say because that's a woman and a mother that's going through things who obviously mentally, I'll just stop there.
Yeah.
But no one would necessarily follow you that to that particular mother if it wasn't associated with that story. So that's two right there.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that people like Tasha K, who did interviews with Breaking Numbers, Kevin kind of had his own platform before this.
Yeah.
His sister grew a platform, and then on top of
Dawn.
that, she got to showcase her talents with her skits. Bloggers. So to say that he hasn't built anyone else up, it's very, it's just wrong. I'll say that. It's
Yep.
just wrong because we know that that's not true. Because
Mhm.
millions of people have, in fact, built platforms and created revenue from simply mentioning his name. And
Yep.
to not say that says a lot of your character, regardless of how you feel about someone.
Yep. And even Jeannie gave him his credit because she spoke on this yesterday, and she said the same thing. She was like, if it wouldn't be for him, like I wouldn't even have this income. So, and not just that, to speak to her, even giving classes, girl. First of all, who would want to learn from you when you don't know everything? I want the teacher, not the student. Secondly, this is why I say she don't know the definition of successful, because even if she was if she was basically saying what she said based off of that meme that was shared, it never said he made her successful. It said he took a Best Buy cashier and turned into a successful content creator. He's not taking credit for your clothing line, your books, your skincare line, none of that. Content creator. And if you look up the definition of successful, it means setting a goal and reaching it. I'm pretty sure he has done that multiple times, unless they got a different definition of successful, meaning Beyonce level or something like that. Not everybody want to be on that type of level. Success is success. Your success is based off of your mind frame, what you put out there to say, what goals you put out there to reach. It's not based off of what anybody else wants for you. So that's what I had an issue with, and I'm gonna make a post about that on Facebook, because you need to know the definition of successful. How you view a person, their success is not determined by how you view them. When I look at Latrue and his situation, I say he's pretty much successful, baby, based off of everything he set out there to, his goals that he set out there to reach. They looking at, oh, well, he's not a big time music rapper, or maybe that's not even his goal. His goal is probably just to get his music out there. He wears multiple entertainment hats. So to say that he's not successful, child, when everybody
Exactly.
know
Here's the
him
thing.
and
And,
know
and,
you because of him.
and if that's the case, when she came to the situation, she would have already had 3 million followers. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So let's be honest there. But it goes to a point to say, first of all, everyone's definition of success and how you measure it is different. So she doesn't know, to your point, she doesn't know his level of success. Maybe his level of success was, I just want to do something to make my mama proud, to say that I did something for my mom who passed away. I wanted her to know that I made something of myself. Or maybe his measure of success is, I just want to be able to put my sister on. We don't know his level of success. But
Yep.
at some point, regardless of your personal feelings of someone, you should still be able to honor whatever success. For example, I was never a fan of the late great Kevin Samuels. Was never.
Hmm.
However, I would be a hater to not say he was successful in his platform.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it just comes to a point where it's like you have to remove your personal feelings and your emotions out of something, and genuinely give somebody their credit, regardless of how you feel about them personally. Because that shouldn't be the fact. Truth is,
Hmm.
personal feelings aside, if someone did something, credit them.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. You don't have to be a millionaire or a billionaire to be successful. It's all about your mind frame and the goals you set. Nobody else can tell you that you're not successful. And if we being honest, that meme that was put out was true. Because where's the lie? You was working at Best Buy. You said that on your live. And content creatorship was his avenue. That was his ish. He asked you to stop working at Best Buy because it wasn't worth the money you was bringing in, leaving your kids at home, losing out on time spent with your kids. So if you ask me, he did you a favor. And look what happened. She
That's
act like he's trying to take away from what she accomplished when he said stuff like that. It wasn't even she spoke based off of misinterpreting the whole message just to downgrade
exactly.
him.
You hit the nail on the head, Tess. Hey, Miss Reese. I feel like that's how she perceived it. In her
Mhm.
mind, she's perceiving it as, oh my goodness. So, well, what about me? And when I open my clothing store or X, Y, and Z? No, he's not discrediting that. But it's at least give credit to where it's due. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
I
And
feel
if
like
we
in that attempt, he feels like he's trying to take something from her as
mhm.
opposed to, no, still give credit and move on.
And if we really want to be honest, I can recall her saying in a live video that if it wasn't for him, she wouldn't have even had her first business to start. So clearly he invested in your business because you gave him that credit. That came from your mouth. That first business to start and that fan page. That came from your husband. Remember your king. That's her words.
Exactly. And then, thank you, my Judy. And I don't care who it is. You know, I don't know. I don't want to use names. Let's just say someone promoting me, and before you know it, I have 1 million followers. Now, me and that person no longer speak. That would not negate the fact that they did that, and I would still, every opportunity I get, pay homage and give credit to the person that did that.
Yep.
That's me. You know what I'm saying? They could hate me and say, "Oh, I don't like her," X, Y, and Z, but I still wouldn't change my stance that this person is the reason why I have this large platform. I would
Yep.
never not be able to say that. Never.
Exactly. Because if you think about it, her platform is the foundation for her success with her other businesses. If you wouldn't have that following based off of what he put into your life, none of your other businesses would have went as far as they did because of that following. When you got a big following, it equals a fairly amount of revenue. Think about it. If she was still at Best Buy selling wigs, you think she would have sold that many wigs? Nobody knew her. It's all about who you know and not what you know. And it's unfortunate, but it's the real. Like, that's why so many people that can get jobs based off of who they know and not what they went to school for or what they know. I done seen so many people get passed over, with having experience, and the people who actually know the people that's in high positions get the job because they know them. It's unfair and unfortunate, but that's the real world. If
Hey,
she
my
would have
J.
never came in contact with LaTrue, we wouldn't know who she is. And that's what people fail to realize. Like, get that man his credit.
And then you have to look at metrics when it comes to success. So let's just say if I have 1,000 followers and I post a sweatsuit or sweatshirt that I'm selling, and I
Hmm.
reach 100 sales. Now let's just say someone has 1 million followers and they reach 100 sales. That goes to say a lot because
Yep.
it means that you don't necessarily have supporters because in no way should someone with 1,000 followers be able to have 100 sales and you with 1 million followers reach 100 sales. That means they're not
Hmm.
coming to you because they genuinely like you. They're coming to you because it's marketing and it pushed into the algorithm and, oh, let me buy from this creator. But to that person
Yep.
with 1,000 followers that made 100 sales, that speaks of their character,
Yep.
not their following.
Yep. And not just that, hence her being able to even promote somebody else's business. People paying her for promotion. They paying you because you have a large following. And if we keeping it a buck, it don't seem like none of her businesses is even moving. So at what point are you going to credit him? Because it looks like the majority of your revenue comes from your social pages, not the other businesses that you're hinting at where your success came from, because we don't see no clothes moving. I ain't been seeing her post about people selling out her skincare line. Her book's been sold out since the first sellout. So make it make sense. You might have done that at a period, but your majority of your revenue is coming from your Facebook, if not all.
Right.
That's
Come on,
what you fall
understand?
back on.
Yeah. And I want better for her. And before it's misconstrued, this is a situation in which I'm removing my personal feelings and I'm
Mhm.
seeing that this is someone that has kids. So I have to want better for her because she's raising kids that has to go out into this universe.
Yeah.
And we don't want that cycle to repeat. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's not wanting, all good things. No, no, no. I want that situation and for her to look at things differently because you made the decision to have children. Children, not
Yep.
children. That's a whole other subject. So when you have kids, you have to conduct yourself different and they're watching you. And we don't want those cycles to repeat and to have men or women out here with either negative views on marriage or negative views on men or negative views on women. It starts in our home.
Yep.
So that's what I want better so that we have four human beings that don't have to grow up in the world and have the mentality that we've seen.
Yep. And not just that, if you saying this is another thing too, if she really want to show people, if you saying that he didn't help you do anything is because of you, then give up that fan page that he started for you. Give up that Miss B fan page with the Hampton on it that he started for you and start from scratch. Because she started a whole new page, the one she's on now that she been trolling him for the past 3 days, and it ain't even at 20K followers yet. And she lied to the people saying that they got her to 10K in 3 hours, and that page had almost 7,000 followers because that page was already established as Forever, the young page. So make it make sense. You try to make it seem like you got just that much motion to where you can get 10K followers in 3 hours, and you lied though. That didn't really happen. What's up,
And that's
Anonymous?
the thing. Just say that. You know what I'm saying? Why
Hmm.
why put it out there and not say, hey, so the Forever Young page that I had, I'm changing the name to that, X, Y, and Z. You don't have to act as if you created a whole nother page. There's no reason for
Yep.
it. Hey, Amelie, there's no reason for that. And if you truly want to disassociate, you don't like this man, you don't want to speak of him, and this page that you claim that you can't change the name on it, delete it.
Yep. Delete it, baby.
Completely delete it because
Yep.
you repeatedly taunted your riches, how successful you are. You basically don't need the money. You talk about your winnings, which is great. Do you, girl? So if you
Hmm.
don't need it and you can't change this page and this is associated with someone that you yourself said that you don't want to talk about anymore, delete the page.
Yep.
It's very
And
simple.
hmm and a person like that is dangerous because it don't matter how small the lie is. If your first mind tells you to lie to your supporters to make you look better, that's a dangerous person. That's somebody that then got to the point where they can't even separate reality from fiction. Like at this point, it's starting to seem like she believed her own lies. Like she done lied herself into, gaslit her own self into oblivion at this point. So where she literally believes her own lies. Because why, like you said, to piggyback off of what you just said, why was that your first thing to do? Why you couldn't just come out and tell these people, okay, this page was already established and, it had almost 7,000 followers. Now I want to build it up as my own to separate myself from my past because I don't want to be attached to that name anymore. And I want to show you guys that I could do this on my own. But
And
that
yes,
didn't
hearing
happen.
you say it like that, I would support someone that was doing
Hmm.
something in that manner.
Transparency. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I would say, wow, this person done let me know what it is. They said their intent. All right, let me give them a follow. There's nothing wrong with that,
Yep.
as opposed to the latter.
Exactly. Yeah, people love transparency. Like they love honesty and realness. That's what people really flock to. Even though, people flock to you if they think you're being honest because hence she has a lot of brainless supporters that go off of well, let me say blind and brainless, because they go off of her word, solely her word. And that's unfortunate because sometimes people will lead you off of a cliff like that. You can't trust people blindly. Like, people lie,
Yeah, hey,
whether
pretty
it's big
brown.
or small. It happens.
And
Hey, Pretty
support to
Brown.
me is, regardless of who I support, if I can't be able to speak on you on things where I feel like it's wrong that you did, then I'm not going to support you, because support
Mm-hmm.
is also calling out the wrong.
Yep.
That doesn't mean I do not support you. That means I'm going to tell you this is crazy. X, Y,
Mm-hmm.
and Z. And it doesn't have to be publicly. I can shoot a message or a text and say, hey, I disagree with that. But that doesn't mean that I don't support you. And I think
Yep.
people, when it comes to support, people are misconstruing that. And you don't have to support someone in everything, because that's not going to
Exactly.
help them grow. If you
Yep.
support somebody, you have to be able to call out their shit too. And if that means that you lose that friendship or a business relationship, then so be it. At least you stood on principle, because you
Yep.
can't. I don't care who it is, your mother, your father, your husband, your wife. You are not always going to agree with everything that they do, and
Yep.
that goes with support. You are not
Facts.
always going to agree with that. So you need to be able to call these things out. And if she's not receptive to that, then supporters, you need to take back your support.
Yep. Because if you could support her you should be able to support her and give your honest opinion. I'm not going to support you, especially financially, and I can't tell you or call out something that I see is wrong. No, it don't work like that. You can't take people money and then tell them they can't tell you shit unless it's positive or they sucking your ass. No, it does not work like that. And to speak to her, even with that class, it was funny because I was I was watching Jeannie live, and Jeannie said the 1 hour business class that she's giving is basically going to show you how to um get a man, use a man, get pregnant,
I cannot. Hey,
but
Miss
it won't
Lisa.
show you how to exit or how to handle when the man don't want you no more. You're gonna have to go learn that from somebody else. That shit was funny. But to speak to that, I was looking because a few of my supporters sent me some screenshots. And basically, people was in the comments asking her because she's charging $199 for a 1 hour class to help them set up their business and make money. I guess 2024. So when they asked her,
Wait,
now
wait, hold up.
mind you,
Hey, Miss Wilson. Hey, Miss Wilson. Go ahead.
hey y'all, just getting in the chat. Now, mind you, I'm like this. If I'm going, 199 is a good chunk of change. If I'm gonna pay $200 for a 1 hour class, I need to know something. I need to see, like you. I think that was you who said I need to see somebody who had an actual success rate with that, because that's an investment. If you giving somebody 199 and then people asking you, okay, well, how do I sign up? And you just saying, send 199 to this cash app and then put in the box. How she put it? Put in the four box or the four in box, your name and your email address. So somebody said, what does the class come with, or what does it show you? And then she just saying how to be successful.
Oh,
I
Lord.
said, what
Honey,
the
Queen,
fuck?
you can Google on YouTube that. And
Exactly.
that's when it comes to supporter support. Because as a supporter, let's just say if I support Joe Smith and Joe Smith done put this class out, I would be in Joe Smith's comments as a supporter and say, hey, listen, for this price, can you outline what's going to take place? Are you going to show us other successful platforms that you build? Are you
Mm-hmm.
going to reach out to us afterwards? Like, it's more questions. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Yep.
And that
I
should
need
be
to know a
okay.
lot. Yep. Yep.
You need to be
And
able to ask those questions.
and she had the nerve to say that some of her successful, like, people that she know in the industry, called her and told her that she was charging too cheap for that. I said, that's for an hour. Like most professionals charge $100 starting off $100 an hour. That's like, girl, you're actually too expensive if you ask me, because you can't even tell these people what you're actually outlining. They just gonna get a earful of stuff, and they don't even have really in an hour's time. You really don't have time to write everything down. Like, how much information can you give in an hour where these people can properly write that down and make sure they've taken on everything that they can actually, it can actually be beneficial and useful to them.
Exactly, say an agenda. And so, like, when I schedule Zoom calls with clients or whatever, whether it's an hour or 2 hours, it's outlined and what I need to hit on in the first 15 minutes, et cetera, et cetera. Otherwise,
Yep.
I can get on the phone with you and 30 minutes done pass because you just sitting there, you
Yep.
ask me a question and say, so, hey, girl, what do you want to do?
Yep.
Someone's going to take 15, 20 minutes right there just explaining that.
Yep.
So if you don't have an agenda, stop it. And this is why I say people be trying to put on their big girl panties, but it's real movers and shakers out here that know what they're doing. So if
Yep.
you're going to market yourself as a businesswoman, make sure you have your PowerPoint presentation. Make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. Make sure what you are marketing and selling that you can back up with data. What if someone on the call wants to see the metrics for what you did and whose pages are successful, when you started it, how it was, you know what I'm saying?
She
So
don't
you
have
need to
none of
be,
that.
thank you. So you need to, when you put a price tag on that, you need to be able to show that. And
Yep.
guess what? That is the number one scam for people getting audited by the
Oh,
IRS
yes.
and other people. There's so many videos on YouTube of people that started these courses that now have landed themselves in some serious litigation.
Hmm.
So have at it.
And it's screaming quick lick. It's screaming quick lick, and I'm glad Tay posted that, because think about it. If you gonna pay, that's a, like I keep saying, that's a good chunk of change. Something like that, I need paperwork. I need a contract. I'm not just gonna send you $200 to your cash app and we don't have nothing in writing. Because if I'm not satisfied with what you gave me, that's my right to not be satisfied. I guarantee you it's going to be a lot of people, blind, brainless supporters, that send that money, and they're going to have some bad reviews, because you gotta get something out of it. Like, if you paying that amount of money, you need to get some, really get something out of it. That's a class. It's basically a 1 hour class. You gotta get something out of it. So it's given get rich quick scheme. She needed a quick hustle, but it's gonna turn out bad. They
Yeah,
better
and
be
the damage is
careful.
already done. You know, if you try to alter it now, you already marketed it a certain way. Let's just
Mhm.
say, maybe two or three people already did. Right now, you have to honor what you marketed, because if you put a blanket statement such as how to be successful, and someone gets off the phone with you and after 1 hour and now they're not successful, guess what? They're
Yep.
suing you. And guess what?
Yep.
They're liable and you're liable because you didn't outline and you decided to get rich quick and make a post of how to get successful, and now someone can honor you for that. So the damage is
Yep.
already done. You can try to change it, delete it, or not offer it now. But if one person, just one person alone, purchased that 199 course and they're not successful after that hour because you didn't outline detail, don't be surprised when they now sue you for $100,000. And that's what
Yep.
people get for trying to be fast and receive monetary gain without the knowledge.
Exactly. And you know what? You know what was a red flag? She first posted a video, but look how dumb she is, because she pretty much told them what happened. She
Hey,
posted
Auntie
a
Lisa.
video. She, hey, Miss Lisa. She posted a video, y'all, of her basically telling them what she was going to do in a course, but she was telling them for free. So say giving them free game. So she said that she had a conversation with him, Zell, and he told her, it was one live where she said she had a conversation with him, Zell, and he basically told her, she should be charging for that. And then in another live, she said that Facebook took the video down. Why? You wasn't violating community standards. Why would Facebook take a video down of you helping people, telling them how to be successful? She lied. Ain't no way Facebook took that kind of video down. What happened was she was helping people for free. She basically did a whole live of, telling them how to get started and, business stuff and like that or whatever. And she took it down because she had that conversation with Clonel and he told her to capitalize off of it.
Yeah, based on what we thank you so much, Auntie, for the super sticker. And based on what we've seen in other videos that we've seen that were not taken down, you know that that's cat. You know what I'm saying? And hey,
Hmm.
time for me, you know that. Hey, Diva,
Hey,
like
hey,
you
y'all.
genuinely know that. We've seen some of the most vulgar things on social media, and those videos were not removed. You
Yep,
yourself removed them, but social media
exactly.
did not. So
To
there's no way
lie.
that there's no way that this video you're claiming that they took down, they didn't. It just comes to a point where it's like
It's
certain things
those
are
kind of
blatant.
lies though, sis. Like people fall
Yeah,
for that though. Why would they take that video down? Nobody stopped to think why would they take that down? She wasn't doing nothing explicit in the video. They had no reason to take that down. Just like
yeah, there
she's
was
saying
no
she can't
violation.
change her last name from Hampton. If you can't change that last name, how were you able to change Miss Latrue?
There was no violation. Hey, Miss Mama,
Child.
my chosen, I love you. Hey, Shells, crack
Hey,
indeed. Yeah, there
what's
was
up,
no
Michelle's
violation.
chosen?
And
Love you
guess
guys.
what? And this is why I say when certain things come out that's contradictory, because there was a live in which she was stating my page is good, I have no violations, no X, Y, and Z. But yet you just said that they removed the video for a reason. So if that's the case, then
Mm-hmm.
why are you now on a live stating that you have no violations or no nothing? Wouldn't that be different? And that's what I'm
Yep.
saying. You can't say things that are contradictory and people not question that because that's a blatant lie. That video was not taken down. And
Nope.
you know that. And there's no reason to not be transparent and say that. Because in return, you said that you've never had any violations and your pain is clear. You don't violate guidelines. But isn't a video having to be removed violating a
Mm-hmm.
guideline?
Yep.
Make
But
that make sense.
her karma gonna be that 1 hour business course is gonna backfire, and a lot of people that actually pay that gonna be furious, and they
Yeah,
gonna
and
want
that's what
some
I said.
get
This
back, and
is
we gonna
why,
see some negative reviews.
hey Cancer, hey Miss Fila, and that's why I said, regardless of someone, because people listen to things and then try to alter it. Regardless, the damage is already done because if even just one person purchased that, you are now liable.
Yep. And I seen a few people said they sent their money, they can't wait to get started. But the thing, not just that, they had a girl in particular that was in her live because somebody sent me a screen record. And this girl was going so hard. She was like, I got the money now, money good. She said, I'll pay you $450 just so I could meet you. And that girl was putting so many comments in that live. And Laonya kept singling her out. She wanted that money. Cause she kept singling that girl out when that girl was saying stuff like that. She was like, you know what? I could tell you ready to get started. You know what? DM me on Instagram. I'm like, wow.
And you know what? That is, hey, Bastian, as your exactly say. Facebook has rules with that too. And that just shows how someone can be either so, I don't know what the word is. Hey, Jazzy Red, either you just need the attention or someone to suck you off that bad. Because someone like that coming at me that hard, even offering money to see me, that should be a red flag.
Yep.
That shouldn't be
Yep.
a situation where you gravitate towards that person. That should be a situation in which you run away from that person because
Exactly.
people are wrapped too tight. Hey, Kim's reaction. And that
Yep.
shows the mental state. Because in no way would I tell this person simply because they're offering money to now see me to say, hey, send me a message. I would have blocked their ass.
Hmm. Yep.
You don't know
She
who these
sure
people
singled
are.
her out and she said, DM me right now on Instagram because I could tell you ready. That girl kept putting comments saying, money good. I got this amount. I'll send it to you right now. She even told a girl on the live, she was like, you need to connect your stuff to Apple Pay or something like that. I'm like, wow.
See, and you end up taking that money from that person, and now you got a stalker or someone crazy. This is what I'm saying. Like, not everyone is mentally stable to have large platforms and interact with human beings like this because it's dangerous. Hey,
Yep.
Ethan, that's exactly that punch. I don't think teachers start that much.
Yep, because
Um,
the girl said she didn't have Cash App. So Laonya was on the live explaining to the girl what to get. I said, oh my God, she needs some money bad.
run away, and before you know it, you got a crazy person on your hand that you can't
That
get
would have
rid
been
of.
the one I would have been ignoring in the chats. Like,
Thank
oh no,
you,
I would have
sis.
blocked her.
I would have
Because a lot of
ignored it
times
because
that'd be a
someone simply
scam.
should. Yes. Somebody hounding you, saying, I'm gonna pay you this. Hey, look at me, I got money. You should run away from that. Child, I'm not doing it. I'm not.
Them people better stay away if they smart. Because it look like ain't nothing been right over there since her and Latrue separated. From the fake giveaways to the him giving an Xbox, knowing he ain't give him writing himself what he was writing himself reviews and shit.
Did anybody get the Xbox yet?
Nope. And I'm coming with a video because I didn't listen. All he gotta do is type something and I'm catching it. I done already seen how he faked that shit.
And see, here's the thing. It goes back to how you make the choices. That's why I don't feel bad for it, because if you like it, I love it. But this is what's now associated to your brand. Trying to be fast and you want to do it too, and somebody's saying, hey, I know a scam we can do with the giveaways. Now it's always going to be attached to you, and people are going to make videos about it and question it, and you're going to have to be able to pop proof of that because you use the platform that you do not own. Keep in mind, these people with these large followings think that simply because you have a large following, that Facebook is obligated to you. Honey, they are global and nationwide, and we are talking about billions of dollars. They can lose you, and you are disposable at the end of the day. They allow you to use your platform. And at any point that they see fit, emphasis on they, for those that are woke, you know what I'm saying, they'll take that away. And fake giveaways and scams and they keep getting money and they don't receive it. Oh, baby, the men in
Mm-hmm.
black are coming. So have
Yep.
at it.
Yep. He sure played it because how you go from announcing on your live the winner is Stephanie Morris to even showing her name pop up, then posting a post announcing Stephanie Christian. And that wasn't even the obvious discrepancy in his little giveaway. That's just one of them.
Wait, so a winner, just watch how I don't be keeping it. So
Yes,
a
he did
winner
a
was
video.
announced?
He did a video. Him and Laonya did a video with a raffle. She did a raffle spin wheel on her phone while he was on
Dang it,
live,
child.
and they let the raffle spin wheel pick the winner. And the win the thing stopped when it stopped spinning. It stopped on a lady named Stephanie Morris. It stopped on her name, and he even announced it multiple times. Stephanie Morris, you're the winner. She even said it, and then he make a post with the Xbox saying Stephanie Christian is the winner. So
And
the receipts
Stephanie
are
ain't come
out
forward
there,
yet.
huh?
And Stephanie hasn't come forward yet.
He This is what he did. He posted in his story a long review as if Stephanie wrote him a review saying she received her sweatsuits. and she's waiting on the Xbox, thanking him for the Xbox. But clearly, he wrote that because you could tell because he wrote it how he speak.
Hey, Cash. Hey, Incognito. So wait,
Child.
so in her post, she said that she received it or did not receive it.
No, she said, "I'll be waiting on the Xbox. Thank you so much for it," in so many words.
Okay, so she has yet to receive it, and there's no photos of the winner with the alleged gift.
Nope, nope.
Okay.
Just him with a typed up message as if it was her sending a review for the sweatshirts, for the sweatsuits. I mean, saying, "Oh, this is the best quality cotton sweatsuits I've ever received. T-shirt, top." I'm like, child, if you
Wow.
gonna fake it and lay it on that thick, when you literally showed us where you got them sweatsuits from in that hot box warehouse.
It's the scam for me. Hey, Miss Thomas.
And people fall for that. It's unfortunate. And I feel bad for those people because they follow blindly and they like they look at people and base their character off of their looks. That conversation is not had enough, and it's sad because they be getting played like that.
I hope somebody is photographed soon with an Xbox because you are due one based on
Hmm.
the promotion that was advertised on a social media platform.
Yep, yep. That ain't gonna happen though.
That's horrible.
Um, I don't even know if he have an Xbox because based off of what I seen, it was an internet picture that was posted. It wasn't, you know how you take a picture of something that's in front of you, you'll take a picture of it on your bed or on your counter. He didn't post no picture like that. He posted a picture of the Xbox Gear of War or whatever from, it was an internet picture, something he took off the internet.
Wow. Like a stock photo, not even showing it in the possession. Or
These
even
people are
the
sick.
videos that he's doing. If you're running a promotion, like on the videos that he's doing, wearing the items or, making the butter in the kitchen, you should
Hmm.
be holding marketing, since we have our degrees. Marketing 101 is
Oh,
show what you are raffling off so people can visibly see that.
mm-hmm.
So you can say,
Yep.
hey, y'all, I'm in the kitchen making this body butter, but look what I have right here.
Yep.
The raffle gift. And if you can't show that, then I'm sorry, something is wrong.
Yep.
Hi, Miss Briggs.
And then you got you literally, but this is how dumb, like, it gotta be some missing screws over there in that household because you literally showing us online, you making this in this girl's kitchen, in her pots that she cook with the pink spoon and shit. But then you got on your product clinically tested for all skin types. When was it clinically tested? Because soon as you made it, you was packaging it. At what point did you send it off to make sure it is for all skin types? Like,
Exactly. And these are the types of things where people can delete videos and say that, but it's already out there recorded of you
yep,
saying something is clinically tested.
it's
Now,
on his
you should,
site, sis.
yeah, and guess what? I'm sure we'll see it taken away. But this is where people can actually, if you have to say that something is clinically tested, then now you have to provide evidence. So I can go and purchase that
Hmm.
right now, make that purchase, and then have a firm, my firm, whatever, now request the clinical results of that it was clinically tested. And if you can't provide that, then I'll see you in court.
Yep, obvious lawsuit, and that's
I
why
don't
they
see why
don't need
people
to
don't
be.
pay attention to shit like that.
But not just
So
that.
busy trying to be damn fast in the ass. That's just, oh God. Oh, not doing this.
But not just that though. That's how you know. Like it's stuff like that that shows that they hurting for money because they on some get rich quick schemes. It's no way I'm gonna put out products that fast. You gotta be careful when you selling stuff to people because you can get sued so quickly for certain things that you sell. And he producing stuff so fast. Like he literally went from the sweatsuits. He ain't giving himself time to test nothing out or none of that. Just throwing that shit together and people giving him his money, willingly giving their money. Like I pay attention to shit like this. I'm not just gonna give you anything. I work hard, baby. Blind supporters, child. Cause it's no way in hell this man is cooking up some body butter in that girl kitchen in her pots that she cooking, and y'all buying that shit for $44. That's not even cheap. Who the hell finna pay $50, almost $50 for something made in somebody's cooking pots? The pots that they cook their food out of, pay almost $50 for that shit, and you see how it was made.
And it
This
gets
ain't
me
no
every time. And it gets
Victoria's
let me
Secret.
interpret that when you're dealing with skin, once you put fragrance in it, that's a whole nother ball game. And for
Yep.
the most part, fragrances normally do have to be tested before you can put those on your website. So on your labeling, if you use fragrance, you do have to include that. If that's not included, again, lawsuit,
No,
lawsuit. So people
it
are
ain't.
so quick to put this out there, but you don't know that one ingredient can change the whole shit and really get you in some trouble and fuck you up. So if
Yep.
I'm making a face scrub and I'm saying, oh, this is all natural, it's oatmeal and honey. But if you get it and it smells like lavender and that's not on the label, oh, now you done got yourself into some shit because somebody done broke out. They're highly allergic to lavender. They had to use their EpiPen. They went to the emergency room. They got photos. Their face done swole up. So it's like, if you don't know what you're doing, please stop trying to be in the big boy leagues.
Yep. And you ain't even give him a chance to know why it smells the way it smells. He didn't even tell them. Like you telling me you selling a product to make me smell good, but you saying it's all natural, and now we don't know why it smelled the way it smelled. You made three different body butters and they all smell different, which means they all have some type of fragrance in them. But on your site, all you have for the ingredients is shea butter, jojoba, and I think he put rose nip or some rose ship, something like that.
Rose hip oil.
I don't even think it's spelled like that though, because
Because
somebody
the
had sent me a
rosehip oil,
screenshot.
that's a good oil. I use that too in some of my stuff with bathing or whatever. But you're marketing that these things smell so good.
Mm-hmm.
Jojoba oil and rosehip oil don't have those different scents. And if you have
Yep.
the products that all have different scents, you've used the fragrance.
Yep.
Now, when you're dealing with skin, you have to be able to put that out there. All it
Yep.
takes is one person to break out and a scent wasn't listed on the labeling, and you have a multi-million dollar lawsuit. Let's not
Mm-hmm.
forget that the company as big as McDonald's to this day, when we drink our coffee and we look at those cups, it says caution, this is hot. That's because
Yep.
one woman somewhere in the world received a hefty bag decades ago because she took a sip of coffee. It was hot. The lid wasn't on tight enough and burnt her genitalia area in her lip. Now, we all know that coffee's hot, but because that company failed to put on the cup, caution, this is hot, this woman is now a multimillionaire. So now you have a
Mm-hmm.
product that has fragrance. Somebody done purchased it from you, done broke the hell out because they have a severe allergic reaction to it. And now that $44 done cost you 44,000. So have at
Hmm.
it, player. You in a whole nother world, baby. This is big boys and big girl leagues. And if you don't know what you're doing, that ghetto ignorance will cost you a lot
Yep.
of money.
Dummy. Child, just get rich quick schemes all over scams. Oh shit. Just scams everywhere. And the people is
Exactly.
falling for it. I
It's
don't care how much I support you, baby. I'm gonna ask some questions. I'm not just gonna be a blind supporter now. Especially when it comes to giving my money.
Hey,
Mm-mm.
Andrew. What's up? I got my sweet cash. That part cash. I'm telling you, the ego is something else. It'll get you in a lot of trouble when you
Hey,
think it with
Angie.
emotion. Mm-mm-mm. Take the
Yep.
emotion out of it because you ain't thinking clearly if you think it off emotion because the emotion tied to your ego was saying, "Oh, I'm about to stun on these niggas. I'm about to sell out."
Yep.
That's the ego and emotion.
Then turn that girl whole basement into a sweatshop. And if you think about it, look at the difference, y'all. Look where he's at now since Wu Tang series, and look at Davies and all them other boys and where they at. Like that's a big difference. Child. Love you
And you
too,
don't even
Angie.
see those other people that were up there on social media like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They're not. And it comes to a point where certain celebrities, if you notice, they're rather elusive. They don't let you in that much to their private life when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to the movers and shakers and the actors or whatever. And you can search and they might hit you with something once every week or every 2 weeks, but you're not getting those intimate details of what they're doing.
Mm.
And that actually can hurt your brain by being too visible. Now,
Yep.
something like, just the normal people day to day, but I'm talking about the creators and you trying to be out there like that, baby, you ruined that.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? I think that one of the reasons why, if not the main reason why he's sticking around with her, or they acting like they together, because you never know, is because he's thinking that if he stay with her and they act like nothing happened, then people won't see it as those messages was real, opposed to them breaking up because messages got released.
Oh, absolutely. And any good publicist or whoever would tell you, Nigga, you better put on your tap dancing shoes and get the
Hmm.
tap dancing and fake it till you make it.
Allegedly,
That's
that's what his mama
keeping it a
told him.
buck. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of in it now. You can't.
Hmm.
Now you got to come off and play the ultimate role and be the best man ever. Make
Yep.
that woman happy, send her flowers and gifts and candies. That's just business. Game.
Hmm.
So hey, now you stuck like Chuck. Got to.
Yep. Child, ain't no way. But the fact is of the matter is, dude, you knew what you was getting yourself into. People was warning him left and right before the messages even came out. People was warning him, because I remember Jaffe even commented under one of his posts trying to warn him, and he was like, "We good over here, God, or something, whatever he called Jaffe." He was like, "We good over here." And Jaffe was like, "Man, you just don't know." He was like, "No, I know what it is. I know the truth." Clearly, you don't, because in an argument, you calling her Laonia.
And that's not a good word. Hey, Miss Catherine, can we not call our men that? That
Mm.
says so much. Ain't no way.
He
Like
calling her
that's
lounge. She
money
calling
from
him booger boy.
my damn man calling me shitty titty.
Hmm.
What you doing? I thought
He
you
look.
loved me.
He calling her lounge and she calling him booger boy. That's how you know they be watching our stuff.
Not booger boy and then my own day. That should not be the nicknames that we call it the people that we in love with. That's
Hmm.
not okay.
Yep.
Child, get somebody else to do it. Not doing that. I wish you would open your lips to say that. Or open your lips to say half the stuff he done said, but
That's a
mm,
slap in the face though, because think about it, like it's given narcissistic on his end also, because he know how that affects her. He allegedly is the one who try to keep her away from what people say online, and then you backdoor and hit her with okay la on you.
right. Because your mate is supposed to protect you and shield you from that. And especially if you
Hmm.
opened up and told them that you don't like that, or if they know that it hurts you and they still do it. Oh, baby, they don't love you.
Hmm. At all.
Mm-mm. No.
At all. But I can't wait to see how this play out. Starting with that damn bench trial on the 29th, baby. The
Now,
judge is
this
making a
is,
decision.
I have to ask you and follow up because, child, just like she said, um, I do be falling asleep because she bored. She boring me. You know, you'll get a video here and there or whatever, but you're right, sis. They talk about me so much because I be falling asleep. Yes, because it's boring and not entertaining to me, at least. I'm one that has to be enlightened, and this is so transparent. It's not even funny. I
Hmm.
am in fact, interested in what's going on with these young men in Hollywood, and that's of interest to me. But as far as this is just, like when you get the appetizer before you get your second appetizer before you get your meal. Yeah, I get
Yep.
two appetizers. That's what this is. This is appetizer one.
Oh, what?
But
For
baby, it is
real?
not my meal.
Hmm.
Just like it.
Hmm. Facts. Facts, baby. Yep.
It is so not my meal.
But it is the trial. I see a lot of people was confused. They
So
was
yeah,
like,
this
you
is
know,
the
they didn't
divorce.
had
That
it and they
that was my
didn't push
question
it.
before I went on my rant. Said, so is this divorce?
Yep. Yep. This is the divorce, and they also gonna be uh the judge gonna be deciding on the custody situation as well. The judge will meet because you know they got pushed back so many times. This is the bench trial where is no jury involved. The judge is making the final decision to dissolve this divorce.
Child, if nothing else. When I first started covering, I said I would like to see them on common grounds and the baby and them, working it out and the
Mm,
divorce finalized. That was my two. I hope the baby can be around the daughter, the baby and the father and all that, and then not be drama with that. And a
mm,
finalized divorce. So hopefully those two will come up. Oh,
yep.
thank you so much, Miss Judy.
Yep. Because at this point, even though I don't even think the divorce is gonna stop that animal, but
You got a question, Pac. Pac, do you
because
think
you
the
think,
judge
oh,
is looking at everything in regards to the social media?
I don't know, but it's possible because y'all got to think about it. This is a social media couple who displays their livelihoods on social media. So it's possible, being that the judge has to make the decision, that he is reviewing some stuff, just to see their characters and what they put out. It's very possible. It's very, very possible. And let's keep and let me also put this out there. The judge is a male and he's also a black male, baby. Not to say that he won't be fair, but it is what it is. Y'all
Don't
should
do me,
take
Queen.
that and run with it.
Don't do me, Queen.
For real. I just read Queen comment.
I know, that's what I said. Don't do me. Like, and
At
trust
this
me, it's
point.
hard, y'all. But like I said, I remove personal feelings aside,
Hmm.
and I want the best because it's kids involved, and I stand on it.
Hmm.
And that's my opinion. Hey, Danielle, baby. When it comes to the kids, now, if it wasn't no children involved, it'd be a different story. But it's
And that's how
baby.
I feel too. I never want to see somebody down and out, even her. Cause she always saying, y'all hate me so much. Nobody hates you, girl. We don't know you. But we know your character because you display it on social media. We dislike your character and how you move on social media. That doesn't mean don't get the two confused because not everybody, even though they have some crazy people who do move that, and they possibly do have people that hate you because of your character because it happens, you know. Because the way they put certain comments in the true comments, I'd be like, God damn. But
Right, like not liking you is one thing, but like wishing
mhm,
ill is a whole nother. And like I said, I
yep,
can't wish ill because it's mother. I don't wish nothing to happen to that child because guess what?
hmm,
If you lose a mother and the children don't have mothers, growing up without a mother, that shit's hard. So that's why I said I got to remove personal feelings because it's children involved. So
yep,
I don't want her out here fucked up even more. I'll say that because it's kids involved and they
yep,
didn't ask to be here. They didn't
yep,
ask for none of this. They didn't ask to be produced or conceived and have this mom or have the fathers they have. They didn't ask for none of this. So
hmm,
I have to kind of want best for the situation because of children. And I
yep,
definitely want best of the situation because that little girl, it's like I don't know what it was about that video, just covering the story over the years, but it was something with their phone call that kind of I don't know, it got me in my feels a little bit with just seeing her face and so many emotions going through her little brain and that smile. It was just a lot to take on, you know. So
hmm,
I don't talk about certain things because it gets emotional when you think of how children are involved, but I don't like it, the situation in its entirety. And I'll say it again and I'll stand on that. It's kids involved.
yep. And I feel like that
Okay,
too.
Coco.
But and I do hope for the best when it comes to the kids, but I also feel like she needs to be held accountable because when you keep moving a certain way, because in your mind you feel like you untouchable, then you're gonna keep the behavior is gonna continue. So I feel like she definitely need to be held accountable for her actions and what's done in the dark definitely needs to come to the light when it comes to her and I just hope for the best. I hope for the best, but at some point, something need to happen for her to stop the way she's moving.
I do too, Miss Lisa. Um, and let's be clear there. But ah, ew, it's getting so.
Mhm.
I'll say that the therapy's needed and real therapy. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? And when it comes to accountability, I'm a firm believer that the universe is going to take care of that. You know, it
Hmm.
might not be today, it might not be next week, it might not be
Yep.
next month, but we all, myself included, all have to pay for shit that we've done or
Big
said.
facts.
And when it comes for you, you just have to receive it.
Yep.
And that's what it is. And
Yep.
she's going to have to receive that. It might be public, it might not. Sometimes the universe will
Yep.
depend on what you believe in. Sometimes it'll humble us so much to where it's public, and sometimes it's just a private depression. But regardless, I know the way of the world and how it works. You are going to have to answer to certain things. And I stand on that as well. Period.
Yep, and honestly, I
Hey, Miss
feel I
Simone.
be seeing the supporters, and they be, they wish something would happen now. But this is the thing, y'all. We don't know if it's happening now because a lot of times she's putting what she want to put on social media. She's not gonna put if she's going through it, baby. She's not gonna put if she's having financial struggles, if she's stressing. She ain't gonna put none of that because she don't want people to know that or see that because in her mind
Bingo! Ding,
she's
ding, ding, ding,
winning,
ding, ding,
she's
ding.
blessed, she's highly favored, she's winning. She wants people to believe she's winning because initially she put out that based off of the blessings and stuff like that, that's how you gonna know who was being truthful in this situation. So she'll never show y'all her not smiling or, you know what I'm saying, not seeming like she's winning. Angie, I didn't ignore your comment. She's doing better. Thank you for asking. She had strep throat, but she's okay. Her little buddy at school.
Thank you so much, Two Player. And
And
that was my whole point. Especially with everything that goes on. we couldn't expect her. Granted, we all think she knows that she can go off the handle, but when it comes to image and appearance, we know that that's something that she thinks very highly of. Basically, if you're ugly, you can't even hold a conversation with her. So when it comes to appearance and image, she's going to do everything to uphold an amazing image. So we don't know if she got rejected for roles because of this situation. We don't know if people told her no, because then that would alter the image, and the image always has to be pretty, smiling,
Yep.
but flat stomach,
Yep.
happy,
Y'all know
eyes
she need that
popping.
validation.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll never see that. And that's why I say sometimes it might be public where the universe will feel like you're not humble enough and they have to make certain things public. And sometimes it
Hmm.
might just be a private battle. But either way, it's going to handle itself.
Yep. When you need that validation, you will never show people, baby. You'll never show people. That damn V can't sit outside. But thank you, True Slayer, for that cash app. Love you, girl. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Drew
Yeah, but
Slayer.
she needs validation. Y'all notice anytime she comes on, she's always saying she don't need validation. That's one of her biggest points she's always trying to prove, but it's actually the opposite of that, because a lot of times we dealing with the type of person that speaks what they actually need, like in opposition. God damn it.
Oh, absolutely, Auntie Lisa. It's no way. In fact, I'll drop the link. It's no
I
way
can't
that
even
they
sit
don't.
outside, them damn bees be trying to attack my ass. And then they got that perfect little breeze with a little sun out, because it was this morning. It looked like it damn snowed out here. I'll be out here with the flies swatter trying to kill the damn bees and shit. Yep, but what I was saying. Yep, she needs that validation, y'all. Hence why every time it looks like it's going in Latruce's favor, what she does, she come online and, oh, I'm the bigger person. I made the call. Like, girl, but you sitting up there telling your supporters that that baby was shocked when we all seen the biggest smile on her face. Make it make sense. If that ain't gaslighting and manipulation, I don't know what is. Child.
Yeah, and anybody open to come up if they want to have a conversation. And by conversation, I mean a conversation. Um, not these.
Huh?
I know I was saying I posted the link for anyone that wants to have a conversation and not the crazy.
Oh.
But in
Hey,
the book that I
Coco.
was saying, now you done rubbed off on me. I done forgot everything. Damn.
Was dealing with the validation, the public validation.
Yeah, it was. Ugh. It'll come back to me.
Definitely rubbing off on you if that's the
Don't be
case.
laughing. It was the
Because y'all know.
that's what we not gonna do.
Y'all know my ass will forget quick.
Can you say birthday one time for me?
Birthday?
I
That is
love
not
it.
funny. Don't do me.
I love
Birthday.
it.
We don't say words like y'all. We don't pronounce them all the way out. I mean, we shorten them up a little bit. That's
I can't even
a
front. I
Louisiana
still to
thing.
this day I have a very big issue with and I'm so self conscious of saying it. Um Walter. Water.
Walter?
See what I'm saying? To me it's water. But I have such an issue with if people call me out like that's one of my struggle words.
You do pronounce, you pronounce words out.
Yes, but for whatever
Hmm.
reason, water, water,
Water,
water. Like I even look dumb as fuck. It's water to me. It's always
water.
been water to me. Um, but that's my struggle word, y'all. So
I say
that
water
on the
too.
me.
Water, Walter,
Water, water. Is it
Walter,
Walter?
Walter. Yep.
Walter, water. It's water. It is
Water.
water. But anyway.
Yep, the kids do. And that's what I be scratching my head on. I'm glad Miss Lisa said that the kids need therapy as well. And it bothers me because nobody calls that out. Like, how y'all gonna let this woman sit in y'all face and say that all her kids witness stuff and she can't wait till they can speak out, but she only got the baby in therapy? If that's not giving motive, I don't know what the is, because make it make sense.
Yeah, and everyone needs to. Jersey, Renee, and everyone should. Like, why are we? That's a whole nother conversation. But
Mm-hmm.
get them in therapy too.
Yep.
Most of us need it at the end of the day, and it's
Yep.
not a bad thing.
I mean, you said they got the pit bulls sicked on them, right?
That part, they would need that from that alone.
Hmm. Because she didn't say he sicked them on her. She said he sicked them on her kids, trying to prove to his wife that they wasn't his. So, child.
Yes, and that's
Hey,
something if they
true
seen that
sayer.
based on her words,
I mean,
again, not making
slayer.
nothing
Because it is
up,
a true
you know.
sayer, too.
It
Yep.
is.
She said that. Who
It
that
is.
comes up? Is this Harmony?
No, that's true slayer.
Why is
They
it
do
Harmony speaking?
favor. They do favor, though.
Oh
Everybody
my God,
says
they
that.
do in a way at first glance. I thought that
Mm-hmm.
was Harmony.
Yep.
Hey, True.
Hey, how are y'all today?
Very
Good.
well, my love.
Good. I have two questions for y'all. I got a lot out last night on Reddit's Live. I was lit last night, but um constructively asking y'all. Y'all so beautiful and intelligent and have so much wisdom and insight just about life stuff. I really kind of wanted to ask a serious question like, so what do y'all think, aside from, Lionia needing therapy and serious help and intervention, everything? Because we know she be listening and watching. What do you think she can do that doesn't consist of her having to have such a presence on social media? We know that nowadays you do have to probably have some kind of presence because that's the way of the world, right? Like you have to advertise, you got to get it out there what you're doing if you're doing any kind of like e-commerce. But
Mm-hmm.
what can she do that will stop? Because what it is she don't want to give up the type of money she's making. She don't want to go back from that. So do y'all have any things that you might suggest? Like what can she do offline that will make sense for her? Because that's her problem. She don't want to give up this bag. She's not going back to Best Buy by any means necessary.
Mm.
And so, I mean, what else can she do? Like I could think of a few things she might do, but I don't think she would do. I just really think that as long as she is not getting a bag some other kind of way, this is what she's going to do, no matter if it's
Mm-hmm.
the truth, whether it's Jay Whack, you know, no matter who it is, she's going to, manipulate, lie, scheme, scam online. And as long as she getting her bag.
Okay, so that was question one. Did you want to ask question two before I answer?
Well, question two is completely unrelated to that question. So yeah, please go ahead and answer.
Okay, so if I understand it correctly, it's basically if she's not on social media, what else can she do to um receive money?
Yeah, especially at the level that she's making it, right? Like if you're making 50,000 a month, you're not even trying to go to a $50,000 a year job if she could secure that. Like I just see her not, you know, doing anything else she'll do anything to keep this level of income.
Hold up, I think I got to sneeze, but I love that question. Hold on.
Well, for one, I don't think she
Okay,
making
I just got it
50,000
out.
a month.
Okay, so
Making a
I want
lot
to answer that,
more.
and I love that question, True Slayer. Thank you. And this is where I'm going to use her statements and her books and her product. And as a woman, and I can't speak for men because I'm not a man, but I'm saying as a woman, we reach a certain point in our life where we feel like we're not fulfilled, we're seeking answers, we need to know who we are, X, Y, and Z. That's where self-love comes in, hence that book, and we're marketing self-love. And that's also where self-discovery comes in. Because oftentimes you, Miss Judy. We have to get broke down to our knees to realize who we truly are. And that
Mhm.
often comes with alienation from friends, losing friends, depression, kind of going into hermit mode. As women, we have those moments. Me personally, although she advertises this, I don't think she's truly had that moment yet. So she doesn't know who she is. So she won't
Mhm.
be able to venture off into other avenues until she finds out her why. Because I feel like we all have a why, but we have to find that. That's why we have people that are in different professions. Teachers know their why, detectives know their why, cops, lawyers know their why,
Mhm.
motivational speakers know their why. I feel like she has yet to learn her why. And that's why we
Mhm.
keep putting all these different things trying to see what sticks. But you didn't do the work. And it shows. So
Mhm.
when you do that, the dark awakening of the soul, or whatever you want to call it for the manifestation and the people, if you want to use these words, understand that work comes with that. I personally had to be broke down to my knees to figure out that I had to speak. That's my why. Because I spent years not speaking, very shy, afraid to show my opinion, scared of what people might say, hermit crab. I found my why. So to answer your question, Ms. Truthful, that was a great question. That woman has to find her why. She has to discover herself to figure out what her life mission is because it's not in what we've seen thus far.
Mhm.
She has to do the work.
Absolutely. I totally agree because it
Yep.
seems like her why is not her children because she would be putting up and investing monies towards their future rather than paying people to push her false narratives. So your children are not your why. It doesn't seem like to me. Or she's going about it the wrong way. I don't know. Lupac, I know you were saying she's not getting 50K a month. Maybe at one point she was. I don't know when
Yeah.
she showed that
Yeah.
receipt if that was real, but I think she has made some serious money, but I think maybe
Mhm.
not as much anymore. And
Mhm.
I think that she's never been taught a lot of things, particularly financial literacy. So as long as she can get up here, because she's not doing anything, right? This check is coming to her from getting on here lying and twerking. So in her mind, this is easy money, even though it's costing her a lot that she can't even tell what it's costing her. I mean, she still don't seem to get the repercussions of what she's doing. But like she's not really working. She's not earning it for real. She's not really putting out anything constructively. Um, so in her mind, like this is money is just play. Like life is a game. I can get on here and get my hair done twice a week and just look cute, and they're gonna all build my confidence by telling me how pretty I am and overlook everything else. So life is sweet for her in that way. Like, but to
Mhm.
stop and do something that's gonna really take some effort and some brain power, um,
We ain't gonna
you know,
see it.
yeah,
Right.
so it's
Hey,
like,
Ms.
what else
Dawson,
can you do?
Pac, me see Angie said hi, but I think you missed it.
Who?
Or just saying hi. Angie said hi.
Oh, I
And I'm
didn't.
sorry to interrupt too, Slayer, but I was looking at the chat. So
I spoke to Angie. Angie been in the chat.
good morning, Mr. Henry. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, Slayer. Go ahead, baby. Or Pac.
Um, what I was going to say. Yep, to piggyback off of Chatty, like if you look at the fact that she doesn't complete anything, she just throws things out there hoping that it'll stick. Even with the face line, you seen her push it before it was released, and then after that, you might see every so often she'll say something about it. You don't hear about the clothing line unless somebody bring it up. You don't hear about the books unless she wanna toot her own horn. Other than that, you don't really hear about nothing. So you got to also think about the factor of anybody in that situation. If I was making 50K a month, why would I want to go back to less or making
Mhm.
50K a year? Especially if it's easy money. So at this point, she's gonna do whatever she can, whether
Yep.
it's illegal or whatever to hold on to that. Like, imagine her losing her platform. She would really have to be admitted because she don't have it. She don't have it. I don't
Right.
see work ethic in her.
And it speaks to her level of intelligence when she says she has a master's level intelligence, that you can't find something that is legal, that is purposeful to do on a platform as such. She'll swear that she don't have bots. So you really are in a position to reach over 3 million people allegedly, and you can't bring 3 million people something that makes sense, something that is like I said, is legal, that is of value. Like, I mean, who does that? Who just gets up and just get on here and talk, and talk to people while they washing dishes and collect a check? I mean, that's like zero work.
And
So
then,
for her to do anything else, she's
mhm.
gonna have to work. And I just don't think she have any kind of work ethic in her. Life is a game.
And not just that, this is
Hey, Miss
another thing that
Carson,
makes me,
Miss
huh?
Carson. So I'd probably be acknowledging people throughout it. Miss Crawford, Miss Carson, Miss Hill, sorry, Miss Parismore. I really love your comment. I really do. This is totally off topic. But yes, I don't want to get into the name calling. But yeah, sometimes it can cause issues and try to cause beef between creators. And I love that sentiment. Respect the whole platform. Give credit to everybody. And let's just not be messy about it. Support
Mm-hmm.
everybody and just no need to be messy. There's no reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. What was I saying? God damn it, yams.
No,
Uh,
what was you saying?
oh, okay, I remember. This is another thing where I feel like her degrees aren't real because somebody sent me a clip where she was saying on live that before she actually became a content creator, she was going to places where they was telling her that she was overly qualified. Who in their right mind, if you know you
Mm-mm.
got a master's degree, why would you keep applying to places that you're overly qualified? Why not apply in that field where you know you're gonna make some money?
You know why?
That didn't make sense to me. It was giving
Because she
fake.
doesn't see, she doesn't have the master's level education, so she cannot
Mm-hmm.
go in there and sell herself on no job that would require that.
Yep. Or
She
she don't
can't really
have it
do the
at
job.
all
Yeah.
too. Yep. Because ain't no way I'ma keep applying. I'm applied to a Best Buy or a patient registrar position, and I have a master's degree in healthcare management. Like, girl,
And I
that
would just
didn't
be
even
like,
make
you know what?
sense.
I would be like, okay, I'm applying at Best Buy. So I'm not going to put on here, I'm not going to keep putting that I have a master's. If repeatedly I'm being told I'm overqualified, I would kind of like learn from that and say, okay, next time I'm not going to put on there that I have a master's, because right now I just need a job and I don't need them telling me I'm overqualified. So I'm not even going to put it on there. They ain't going to go looking for it if you don't put it on
Yep.
there.
Yep. And that's
So
something
you
my
just don't
sister
know how to
told
do
me.
life.
My sister, she's a big director of a medical company, and that's another thing she told me that she learned. She was like, when you set up your resume, don't put the little miscellaneous jobs on there or stuff, stuff that can actually hurt you,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not gonna help. It doesn't look good on your resume.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So yeah, thank y'all for that. I was just, I mean, we've already deep dived into everything pretty much that has transpired that's been worth talking about in this saga. And I'm like, okay, I'm on to like the psychology. What's the solution? Like, how can this woman be redirected somewhere else for her and her children's good safety? Like, because she does irritate my soul, but she does still need help, and those children still need help. And the day that they actually, if they choose to speak on things, and not to go against their mother, but just because it'll be what their testimony is. If they just be like, if they going through anything and they say, well, you know what, when I was little, this and that was true. And I mean, I don't know. I really feel bad for them, because you could be a crackhead, and your kids gonna still love you. You know what I mean? You just love your mama, period. And so to not be able to have to me, an outlet or somewhere else that they could probably really express what's going on. Because to me, they probably tired of being on the camera and, not getting the kind of attention and constructive um, parenting that they need. And who can they tell? How can they influence that? So that was my question about what else can she do, and then real quick, and then I'll drop down. Different subject. Walt, why do you think, or why do you think it's been allowed, and what do you think is going to ultimately happen, possibly in court, about the fact that he has publicly and consistently been in her home with his record, with these children with the children left in his care when she's been out of state? So not that you there supervising nothing because he's there, or you can't even say that. Like, do y'all see that coming into play any kind of way against her? Because to me, I've been wondering since I found that out about him, and I'm not trying to hold people to their past and stuff. I mean, but that's a big one to overlook, kind of like forever, because it involves innocent children. But I'm just like, she feel okay with him being in the home with her children, with or without her presence. It's clear that she loves her father, but something happened throughout her childhood that has helped to create her to be the way she is now. Something either he did or didn't do, right? And just like, she's not going to not keep him around. That's her only family that is around her, and he is her father. But like, even with the truth, how are you going to possibly address? And I guess he knew this when he was in the home about his ex-father-in-law's past. Like, how can that come into play, or do y'all think it will ultimately, his presence? Because apparently he in China right now.
So if I understand your question correctly, it's basically, do you think anything will come of the father because of the accusations that have been posted online about him? Is that correct?
Right, because I think he has actual convictions, right?
I'll say that's
legally he shouldn't be there.
So to answer your question, I'll say that's a touchy subject and it gets a bit messy, but I'll say this. When it comes to situation, as far as me answering the question, in my opinion, I think when it comes to accusations such as this, which unfortunately, a lot of these instances occur in family dynamics with an inappropriate uncle or brother and doing things that you all know that's inappropriate, and you're told stay away from that party. So for that, I'll say these are accusations, are very serious ones, and potential alleged accusations. But when it comes to bringing this in court, other people are going to have to stand out and speak on that. And in doing so, that they would know that they would also be held liable with either concealing that or not revealing that. And it comes a matter of, are other people going to be able to and willing to throw themselves under the bus as well? So to answer your question, me personally, I don't think that anything is going to come of that, because it's going to implicate more than one party, and other people are going to have to take responsibility for potentially, if accusations are true, for jeopardizing a child's safety. And I don't think that not too many people want to do that. And that's just my personal opinion. So if they are true, I don't think many people want to stand up and say, yes, it's true, and I knew about it. Because guess what? Now you're charged. So that's my.
I think that Robert said that he didn't know. He didn't know about that initially.
Yeah, and apparently a lot he didn't know. Because what woman wants to tell that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he very well could have, and that could be the honest to goodness truth. Because who wants to openly come out and say, "Hey, babe, I know we just went to Applebee's and we're getting serious, but I want to tell," you know what I'm saying? So that very well could be the truth. But if it is, I can see why people wouldn't want to say anything, because now your ass too could get a charge. So I think that's one of those things. And again, not saying it's right, but in many families, it's always been a secret of somebody being inappropriate, and we protect these people.
Yeah,
I agree.
Speak about that.
Yep.
Hi, panel.
Yep. Great answer. Thank you.
I agree.
My pleasure, love.
Can y'all hear me, Patty?
Hey.
Hey. Y'all know who I am. Queen Unique is on this panel again. And the only reason I'm up here this time is because Truth Slayer said something about how can Brianna like how can she come back, and it's all about taking accountability. And then y'all were just speaking on, every family has that person that's done something wrong. So I've been on like a journey and I ain't been outside and I ain't been in the comments in a long time. But Truth Slayer and to the person who just made the comment about everybody having that person in their family. So when I first popped out and I dropped the info about Brianna not being her age, it wasn't to like come for Brianna to bash her or nothing. Cause y'all know I said it myself. I was very new to, her being in Georgia because I knew she had been in Carolina. So the way I'm set up, and I can say my platforms, my networks, every time I jump on the airwaves, my platforms are set up a lot differently than a lot of people because a lot of content creators speak on other people's lives, other people's issues. Me personally, the way my channels are coming up, which is why it's taking me so long to get out, is because I was that person in my family. Like this is getting ready to be heavy for me, but I was that person in my family. I was a straight A student. I was on the cheerleading squad. I was doing everything right, but I had a dark side that nobody knew about until it caught up with me. So when it comes to like Brianna having these sealed records, I can speak on a little bit of that because I have some sealed records. I've done some things. I hurt a lot of people doing the things that I did. So when I was given an opportunity because I was going to jail. I ain't even gonna hold y'all for real. I was going to jail. I was going to jail for a very long time. And it took my parents and literally God himself to get me out of the situation that I was in. That's why I became so connected, like to the saga is what is being called. That's why I became so connected, is because I can relate, you know what I'm saying, to where Brianna is coming from. She came from the same hood. She came from the struggle. Clearly, she's one of those people, who got a pass and got a sealed record. I speak on it in this manner because when I speak on my panels and my platforms, I don't really talk about other people's business. I give real life examples from my own life. So stepping up as a content creator, which I don't like to call myself because I don't create contact. I'm more of like a social media personality is what I like to call myself. Because I tell my own business. I hand my family over to the world every day. So when I say I don't do allegedly when I speak, I don't because I speak on only things that what I'm saying, that have affected me, what I've done to people. I'm still paying the price now. Every time I come across somebody who is going through a situation, I have to look at myself and the things that I did to people. So Truth Slayer, like to answer the question that you said, the way she can come back from that is to really, and she probably will never do it, but it's to take a step back. It's to really sit down and like look at yourself like, dang, everybody ain't wrong. Because when I was going through the situation and with what I did to people, I was like, oh yeah, I did this because of this and I did it because of this. But when my whole world was getting ready to be snatched away from me, I had to admit, you know what I'm saying? I had to admit like, dang, I messed up. And for the person in the family, like me being that person, when I got caught, even I lied to my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like my husband was the only person who confided in. And from that moment, he rolled with me and I was held accountable. Luckily, I didn't face much jail time. You know what I'm saying? I've been in and out 5 and 6 times under different names. They ain't know who to catch up with. But when they caught me and I had to own it. So the only way Brianna is really going to be able to come back from this is to take a step in that moment. And that's where I am in my life, in my journey, and popping back out on these airwaves because I ain't worried about nobody like being able to pull my record. They can pull a record up on me all day long and I'ma own it. I don't think I have a mug shot no more, but you know what I'm saying? People Google me, it's not something that you can run from. And the fact that she continuously has to lie and lie and lie to cover it up, them lies gonna run out one day. So I wanted to like just come and speak on this panel when I heard y'all asking them questions. Because literally God was like, yo, this your moment to just like get it out there so people will know, how I'm moving in these comments. I don't move out of malice. I don't move out of hate for her, but I've been there and I own it. I've been, a person that hurts people. It wasn't like, no fighting people and hurting them in that manner, but I've been that person. So that's how I can relate. And the only way to do it is to accept accountability for real.
I love that. And I wanted to that, I want to say, if no one doesn't get anything out of what you said something so prominent that stuck with me, is sometimes you have to remove yourself from the situation. And that comes with anything. If something becomes too tumultuous, or it's stressing you, or just doesn't feel good, sometimes you do have to take yourself out of the situation. And I think in a situation such as this, removing yourself from it, to focus on other things and to see things clearly. Because when you're in the fire, you can't see clearly because you're
Absolutely.
clouded by the smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I'm glad that you
Absolutely.
said
Amen. Amen.
Had I never
sometimes
got caught, I never would have stopped. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
So I'm
had
so
anybody never pulled my card, I never would have stopped.
yeah, I'm so glad that you said that, and I hope that someone heard that and takes that, because that was amazing.
Yes.
Miss Lisa, you just came up not too long
Yeah.
ago, and hey,
Yeah.
my
I
auntie.
listen. Listen.
Hey,
Yes,
Miss
ma'am.
Um.
Lisa.
Hi, everybody. Hey, baby. Hey,
Hey,
Tupac. Y'all know.
love
You
you.
know I love y'all. You
We
know
love
that.
you too.
Anyway. Um. As a person, when I look at this, you know, I don't want to like not really like jumping on her, but accountability is accountability, you know. And if you continue on this path that you on, it's never going to be right for you, darling. It's just not. And what I say when I was saying about these children, you know, I'm very passionate because I lost two children, right? Now, I had to go through a lot to get where I'm at today. And God had to pull me up and strengthen me so that I can be here for my other two kids, you know? And with all of that, I'm a testimony that I believe things will happen, things will change, but you got to put yourself out there and say, God, take this away from me. Give me more strength that I can be a testimony to another woman that's been like me. Now,
Absolutely.
where I'm going with Leona, whatever her name is, Brianna, let me just call her Brianna because it's her name. She has had so many letdowns. Why? Because allegedly those things happened to her, but who was there holding her hand? Who was there coddling her? Who was going to tell her it's going to be okay? Nobody. And if she just went on and on and on, and then she became a mother that maybe wasn't ready to be a mother. And maybe she became a 304 because some women like that, and I can't even say that, sometimes when you've been through abuse, like I have, you tend to look for love in all the wrong places. And you do involve yourself with some crappy ass men. Let's just keep it real. You know? Did we continue in her path? She still didn't have nobody. Now she got this 2 cent of a father, which is a piece of father to her, because that's all she know. And he just wanted to protect his little girl, where he just let her go ahead, just do your thing. No accountability again. You understand? And maybe I can't even speak about her mom, but maybe her mother was a beautiful woman that sat down with her and said, honey, you got to do this. But some kids don't listen till they learn the hard way, until they hit the ground. Now she's a grown woman with 4 kids that I feel that she has manipulated. She has traumatized those children in such a way that even though they still love their mother, and I wouldn't take that from her, but right now she needs to go sit down somewhere and get her thoughts, her mind, her heart together. Because if she don't stop, those kids are going to suffer even more. They're in school. So imagine they in school and they being teased because they don't have this and that. But if you can get on platforms and take care of man before your children, you're not a good mother. You just not. And I'm not going to sit up here and play with that. You're not a good mom right now, honey.
Now, you don't have BBLs, you don't did all this cosmic stuff. Nobody care about that. You are a pretty girl, but your inside matches your outside. So you're just not pretty to me. That's how I look. Now, y'all up here, y'all gorgeous. And you know why I say that? Not just because I'm saying I'm auntie, because y'all have a good heart. And whatever we learn, sometimes I can have a bad day and I just want to hear what Lupac's saying. I can have a bad day and I want to hear what Kathy said. I can have a bad day. I want to hear what Miss D said, what D Ham says. Y'all up here for a reason. And everybody has history. Everybody has went through so much. But the end result is the person, us, we, Black people. We needed to get it together. This girl done lied on DV. She really lied. And it's sad because there are women out here being battered and unalive every 3 seconds, every 3 minutes. That's not good. And let me reverse that. Every Black brother up here, and this is what we came in to fight for him, because we all up here have a brother, a uncle, a father, a godfather, a cousin, male. And I have all male children. Even the 2 I lost, they still mine. You feel me? So, young lady, she's not going to get it together until she gets some extensive counseling with her alone and them children. Because right now, she's run out of gas. And Dummy Boy, he's run out of gas. And even, I want to talk about you, Jonelle. You had a career, honey. How you don't even know nothing about this woman? And now your career is tarnished. And now you have to stay with this chick because she has something on you. But right now, I wouldn't care what she had on me. Step out on faith, leave that girl alone, and you could probably make it. You could probably. But now, you're more tainted because you're a DV abuser. So, that's all I needed to say. That's it. And I love y'all. Y'all keep doing what the hell y'all been doing. And I'm going to keep support whether I have 99 cents in my bank account. I'm going to support something. You know? And that's what I take from that. And we all have to do better for ourselves and for our children and for our family and for our successes. And that's it. I'm done. Love y'all.
Right. That's right. That was good.
Love you too, Miss Lisa. You need to be a motivational speaker.
Right.
That part. Oh, I'm sorry.
Listen, you know why?
Yeah,
Because I
I
don't
was.
live through it. I done been abused, sexual abused. You know, I've been annihilated from family. Because when I had my kids and they had muscle dreams, they didn't understand what muscular dystrophy. Ain't none of them came and said, "Let me hold your hand and get it together." I had more friend mothers. You get it? You know, when you got friends that got good mothers, so they extend their hand and they help me raise these boys. You understand?
No, it's
So
not
you
just
could
your
come
message,
from
it's your
something
voice.
low and you could be the best in the world. And I ain't letting nobody knock nothing down on me because I work hard to get where I am. And I'm gonna stay right here.
And it's not just it's not just the message that you give, it's your voice, the type of voice you have. You have a very strong voice.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Lupa.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
I love our women and I love our Black men and I love our people. That's
Absolutely.
important. You know, we
Right.
ain't out here
Yeah.
loving on each other. Look what's happening.
Absolutely.
And that's
That's
love. You touched on something I said last night on, I think it was on Reddit's Live, about knowing when to cut your losses. Like you have to,
absolutely.
it's okay to make a mistake or, a
Listen,
misstep. You
You gotta
have
know
to
when to
know
bow
that's
out.
critical. Yeah. That's like when, like going to the casino. You got to know when to go home.
that's right. That's right. And I always say, protect your peace at all costs. I don't care who it is, family, foe, dog, cat, bird, worm. I don't care. Pull them out. Get them out your way. If they ain't bringing no joy and love and peace in your heart, they ain't meant to be there. Keep it moving along, like Harmony would say. That's how I am.
Child,
I ain't gonna play with you.
hey Auntie Lisa. I hope y'all know I've been sitting here listening, but I was pulled over by the damn cops.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no. I don't know
Breaking
what to say.
news.
Should I jump through there and help you? What
yeah, you
happened?
okay?
You no, I'm fine. Literally, it's
Oh,
this
who
one
messing
person.
with my baby? I can't have that.
Auntie Lisa, I promise you, it's this one
Oh,
area.
okay.
It's
Okay.
this
Okay.
it's this one area where a lot of people that look like you or I are not present.
Okay.
And I'll just
Okay.
say that.
Got it. Got it.
He pulled me over for doing 28 and a 25.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Okay.
Right. I'm
21.
fine.
I got it.
Yeah, I'm fine. I know
Okay.
whenever I drive to this particular client's house, that it's gonna happen. But yeah, I was sitting here talking to the officer child.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But I'm here.
Yeah, that's just the whole message with this girl. She ain't gonna get nothing right because ain't nothing right for her right now. That's not her platform, and she's gonna keep losing. And like I said, you got children, but you're not thinking about the children. So it's time to pause, step back, get yourself together, get those kids right. But she
Definitely.
needs counseling to find out why she always need a man for validation. That's important because she keep putting men before her children, and
And
that's
she
never
needs
going to
someone
stop.
to someone to clinically
Right.
be able to show her
Hmm.
how you lying all the time.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Because you know when somebody
Yes.
call you a liar, even if you are lying, you don't want to be called a liar, right? Because
That's
you trying
right.
to get over, and then
Hmm.
it's clear it's not working if somebody say you a liar, and you're not
Right.
gonna ever admit it because you're too prideful and you're a control freak. So you're not gonna admit it. So then you double down on it, and that's when you start gaslighting and all of that.
Right.
And it's like there's no end to it.
Mm-mm.
And but
Mm-mm.
she said recently she was live and made a statement that she doesn't. She was talking about her dad, and she was like, sometimes I listen when he tell me stuff, and then she looked at the camera kind of devilish, and she was like, and sometimes I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like I think some people probably have tried to steer her throughout
Yeah,
her
I
life,
believe.
and she just
Mhm.
has chosen not to listen.
Not to listen. Mm-mm. You gotta
And that's why I
listen, or
say
you gonna
cut your
keep bumping your
losses.
head.
Whatever
She's a
she think,
crash dummy.
whatever she think Nate or Johnny or anybody have on her, if I bail out, now what could come up? How much more exposure do you want though? Like,
Right.
so cut your losses and just say whatever they say and do, it's already out there. So let me get past this. But in order to get past
Hmm.
this, I need to not be afraid to confront it.
That's right. Just admit, denounce, and that's what I said, Jonelle, you got to do the right thing because these little butter schemes and sugar butter that you trying to do, boogers included, eggs and cheese and all this bullshit. Stop it. Stop, stop, stop. Y'all annoying me every time with the dumbness.
And I
You in the basement. This is what your life is. Hulu is in the basement. No,
That's why I
Hulu
said
not in no
not an
basement.
eggs taste like jojoba oil.
Yes.
absolutely.
You
And
you
when I
you
look, when Auntie
literally
Lisa,
putting stuff in first of all, even any kind of chemicals, anything, you're supposed to have certain items set aside. They have items for everything, like I do here, right? I did here since 2009. I know how to do wigs, stuff like that. I can't use certain things with hair. You got to be careful with it because there's textures of hair. There's styles of hair. There's different shampoos for different textures of hair. A lot of people don't know that. They'll use one shampoo for everything. No, it's not. And what he doing, you're using stuff that you cook with. Now you want to put that on your face? What you doing, bro? $44 for body butter. I can put some body butter together, but I'd rather go get it tested. People have sensitive skin, acne, blemish, or natural skin that God blessed us with, like me. I could say that at 56 years old. I think my skin is amazing because I take care of it. Come on, man. It's just too much. She's losing weight because she's stressed out with this dude. When you look at her, how you had a BBL and you losing weight? I'm confused. I'm really confused. It's just sad that then you talk about frog legs, you're talking about your walls. That's not necessary for us to hear that. Those are your walls. You take care of your walls then. You doing that and your daughter is sitting in the background. But you're a good mother? Really? That's not a good mother. You let some nigga put his hand. That could not be my son, because I'm going to be there about mine. You punch my son in the chest, it's going to be a misunderstanding. It ain't going to be so nice because I'm going to punch you in your chest and maybe have somebody punch you in your chest. That's a child. You could have literally hurt that boy. I have a son that was stabbed through his heart. So if he get into anything outside and somebody hit him, my son ain't here no more. But nobody knows that. You understand what I'm saying? But that's something that happened to. But you can literally, like little boys, they play baseball, they get on the field. There's been cases where the baseball had hit the child in the chest. Gone. So that's very, I don't know. That's what I said. She really needs to get it together. And I don't know. Maybe it might take her to get locked up. Maybe it might take her to be committed. You know what I'm saying? Something got to happen because you can't keep thinking you can walk on water. You're a devil. You feel like you untouchable. Who said that? And she is not real bad. Like she just got too much going on up there. You saying you got 59 people. That means 59 people is indwelling in you. Get them out.
Right. And how could everybody be wrong?
Absolutely.
Right. I mean, the odds are, I've been there before too in my life. You have to know when the odds are against you.
That's right.
And that don't automatically make you wrong, but it's gonna make you at least examine it. Like, wait a minute. It's gonna bring you pause. Absolutely. Like, she don't never pause. Whenever something happens, she immediately responds. She forget all about what she said yesterday, which what she's currently saying completely contradicts. Like from the day before. Like this ain't no long time ago that you forgot because you was lying. Like it just be lie after lie. And I'm like, do you ever stop and reflect? Do you ever pause? So I guess that's my hope for her is that she would stop.
Yeah.
I think she wake up every day and she come right on YouTube and start seeing what everybody has said.
She does. She listens to everybody.
Everything. Every day.
She listens to everybody.
Nothing else.
And then I'm upset because you coming at Harmony, but when Harmony speaks with love. Harmony speaks at her, and that's what bothers her because it's the truth. And she's only talking to you like I would tell you as an OG. Girl, get it together. Because I could get her right. Maybe not. It probably possible. But I don't know because she got too much energy around her. She's being controlled. And then that other side, they don't care about her. It's like money bags. But her, like I said, her platform needs to go. So they can't get nothing from it because they all eating off of Robert. Just keep it real. Like, stop it, girl. You need to get on your knees and pray because most guys you met him with 3 kids. I mean, it happens. But girl, that was
yes, I am. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, honey.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm on. I tried this one. I'm on Facebook with this live today, so you really have to be careful.
Okay.
And I am out and about in these streets right now, so I'm gonna end it. I really just wanted to come on and have a little brief chat with you guys.
Okay, love.
My auntie Lisa, I love you. Um,
Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know how I am. That don't
exactly.
bother me. Take care of you right now.
Questions.
Love y'all, and
All
you
right,
Too.
I'm
know,
gonna drop
y'all
down
see me in
also.
them
Thanks for
streets.
having me, ladies. Have a good
Yeah,
All
day.
right.
Queen.
One love to y'all.
I want to thank you, Queen, too, for coming up and speaking. If you're
Yes,
still
Queen.
right here, you
Mhm.
are appreciated. Pac, I don't know what she done. She probably out and about too.
Thank you very much, Shaddy, for having me. And just for real, like the way my spirit has been these last couple of days, I really thank you for having a platform where I can finally, say like I messed up in life. You know what I'm saying? I hurt a lot of people. I did a lot of things. So it felt good to get, a little bit more of that weight off my chest. So I really appreciate your platforms and what you ladies are doing. That's been from day one. So I really thank you.
Oh, Queen, I love that. I'm so glad you got that off your chest. You're welcome anytime.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all will be hearing from me soon. Y'all ladies have a beautiful day.
Yes, yes. Hit the like button on your way out. Thank you so much for chatting with me. Make sure always draw your own conclusion at the end of the day. Stay true to you. Support everybody and understand that sometimes criticism is not necessarily bashing or stating that, I hate you and I wish ill of you. Sometimes criticism is just that constructive. Love and light. I'll see y'all later.